Hey YouTube, this is Sean with WickQuidity. Welcome to another wonderful day. Today is February 25th, 2025, and I want to break down yet another awesome trade we took on gold this morning. The chart you're looking here, actually I had it up. This is going to be the 1 hour chart. Let me click it over. I did something wrong there. 1 hour chart. Alright, so a couple things about gold as we took this trade. We have been in quite a long-term uptrend on pretty much every time frame as far as the higher time frames, and we've kind of gotten sideways here toward the top, right? So I'm typically pretty well a trend trader when it comes to all my methodology, but when we get real sideways, I will start to, especially when we're at all-time highs, okay, it's time to start taking what the market may give us on the short side, especially when we're at the top end of the range here, right? We were way up here as the day started. We're at the top end of this range. So what do? I'm looking, and price kind of breaks down here, kind of closes under this structure here on the higher time frame. Also, simultaneously kind of breaks this trend line. Okay, my mind goes, great, we may be primed to go short. Not ready yet, but we may be primed to go short. So then we flip it down, and I got my time frame screwed up here. We flip it down to the 5 minute here. Okay, so we broke down here, and here we broke the low again. So we've made yet another low, kind of confirming the bearish trend starting on the 5 minute and the 1 hour. In the 1 hour in my mind. Okay, so now I want to start looking for short opportunities. Let me get this out of the way. I am mostly a supply and demand trader, but I also use a lot of liquidity concepts and things. You guys have heard me say that a lot. So in this particular trade, I had kind of a thought here that this is kind of the supply and demand area, if you want to call it that. It does get a pretty strong move out, order block, whatever. But I know that when you have these long periods of consolidation, rotation in price, a lot of times we see these stop hunts, these Wyckoff moves, these liquidity sweeps, whatever you want to refer to it as. I use the term liquidity sweep. So we have this nice kind of multi-touch high here, kind of consolidation. So I told myself that if on the 5, when price came back into this general range, I would be comfortable taking a position, whether it was inside the proper order block supply and demand zone, or if it had passed it, as long as it stayed within a certain limit of going past it and got up above this zone here and then saw it closing back down, which is what ended up happening. All right, so we go down to the 1 minute. I think this is the first time I've showed you guys any of my lower time frame strategies. I think I executed this one on the 30-second chart. Oops, excuse me. All right, so price comes back, gives us a lot of up and down, a lot of sideways market. I saw this. Let me get this out of the way for a second. One of the things I look for is the break of structure back my direction on the lower time frame. Remember, on my 1 hour chart, I had break of structure to say we're going bearish. Then on the 5 minute chart, we had break of structure to say we were going bearish. Now this is kind of the return, and one of the things, there's 4 or 5 things I look for, but one of the big things I look for is break of structure to indicate that we are going back bearish. And for me, that happened right there. and I do require a close. So when price kind of closed, and I even require a close that's not questionable. So like this one, I mean, it's kind of right on the line. It did close about a tick below the line, but I waited until this next candle closed and gave me a clear close below. And at that point, we entered the trade. Stop loss just a couple ticks above that. And my take profit was really conservative. My take profit was right here on top of these highs because I figured worst case scenario for this trade was that it would treat this like a demand zone and price would rally back up. Right, so that's how in my brain, that's how I justify my take profits most of the time. Is what is the worst case scenario for this trade, and does it give me a viable risk reward? This one gave me a 1.69, 1.7 coming to the top of this zone here, the top of this little order block supply and demand zone here. Now, had this trade not cleared these highs and just kind of executed in my zone here, I probably would have taken it more toward the bottom of this zone, somewhere probably around here, right? And that would have given me almost a 3-to-1. Obviously, in this case, they both are significantly short of potential. You can see the run down there. But we spent basically zero time in any sort of drawdown. We got in here. Well, one little candle come up, and then it was just kind of off to the races as price crashed. Now, long term, I am expecting gold to go back bullish. I would not expect this to be a long-term downtrend, but we did get a nice move. And so I will continue being bearish until price gives me something on this 1-hour chart to say we might be back in bullish order flow or bullish trend. At that point, I will wash, rinse, repeat. Make sure we're bullish on the 1 hour. Make sure we're bullish on the 5-minute. Wait for a retrace to an area of interest on the 5-minute. Enter on the 30-second to 1-minute chart. There you have it, guys. A great trade that we took today. We took this trade on gold. We also took one on silver. I'll try to... I'm still kind of new to this video editing stuff. I am going to try and see if I can't put some screenshots in here of these trades live. I didn't record this one like I've done a couple of the other ones. I had a lot going on this morning, so I apologize for that. I've spent a few days just kind of collecting myself, spent some time with the family, and so I've taken a few days off. Don't hold that against me. Guys, if you would, like, subscribe, share. I've got a lot more coming. I've got one video that I've redone about 3 times already. I'm trying to get it to be detailed, but not too exhaustive. Trying to give you guys just the right amount of information in short to medium bits that we don't have hour, 2-hour long videos. Hopefully I'll have that one redone and edited again here shortly. It's going to be some groundbreaking information for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all you do. Y'all have a wonderful day. Go make some money.